Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we are looking at the 4-Inch-Nel Mega Man Legends Mega Man VOLNUTT figure. Now, if you guys know me at all, you know that I'm not much of a Mega Man fan beyond the original Mega Man and X series. I don't really know much about it, but a viewer was kind enough to let me borrow his Mega Man VOLNUTT figure so I could review it for you guys. So that's why we have it here. So thanks to him. I don't know if he wants his name made public or not, so I'm not going to say it. But thanks to him for that. So let's go ahead and get this guy off the stand so we can take a closer look. This guy stands just about 4.5 inches to the very top of his hair, which makes him just over 11 centimeters. So yep, 4 inches just about. That's okay. It's supposed to be small. That's just fine. He's a very small figure. And it's pretty well done. It's not the best they've provided, but it's okay, it's not too bad. We do have some interchangeable parts. We have the interchangeable head, which is the more classic Mega Man look with the helmet. And so that's okay. And then we have some interchangeable hands. We have the 2 fist hands that come on him in the package. We have 2 open hands then. And we also have his one buster or blaster. I don't know if it's called a buster in this version. But yeah, we have that. And it can go technically on either side, but it does only have the yellow line on one side, so that will make a difference. And then lastly, he does come with the standard Sentinel display stand, which I still say is just way too big for this particular line of figures. It's a nice display stand, but it is just huge for these little tiny figures. As far as the articulation goes on this guy, it's not too bad. For the neck, we have a hinge and a swivel at the bottom of the neck, which allows the head to move around like that. Then we have essentially the exact same thing at the top, though I do believe instead of a swivel, it's a peg. It's a round peg, so the head can move around a little bit more on top of that. So it can cause a little bit of a giraffe neck, but once you pose him properly, you should be okay. It should end up all right. For the shoulders, we have a ball peg that connects the shoulder to the torso, and then of course that is on a hinge for the shoulder itself, but as you can see, you can't raise the arm at all. That's a terrible, terrible design. There's extra play down here at the bottom so that you can bring the arm out this way, but that's about it. You can't really raise it up at all other than rotating it, so be aware of that. The bicep swivel actually happens down here at the gray piece. It rotates around inside that light blue piece. And we do have a double jointed elbow, so you have the gray hinge there, then you do have another hinge in the blue part, which I think is a really fantastic design. It looks good and it functions very nicely, so I like that a whole bunch. You have a double ball peg for the wrist, and they move around pretty nicely. It's not too bad. For the torso, I do believe it's just a ball peg going from the gray to the blue, and then from the gray down, but I can't say for sure, and I can't pop it apart since, like I said, it's not my figure. I don't want to risk breaking it, but you do get really good range all the way around, so however it is designed, it doesn't really matter because it works nicely. For the hips, we have, as far as I can tell, just a standard ball peg and socket, and you get pretty decent range out to the side. Not a crazy amount, but I think it's good enough. And then going forward, it's kind of limited. It's not great. Going back, let's see how it goes back. Yeah, it's about the same going back. And then as far as the thigh swivel goes, it's just a little bit of play on that ball peg, so the hips are pretty limited. The knees are very similar to the elbows. I really like this design. We have the gray joint and then the blue joint again. It will swivel at the gray joint where it meets the blue up there, but down here it's not going to swivel at all. But you do get really good range. Let's move the arm out of the way. You get really good range, and it looks good all the way around. Really fantastic design. Very, very well done. I like that. And then for the ankles, as far as I can tell, it's a double ball peg just like the wrists. It's not the best range in the world, but it'll give you some play, and I think that's probably good enough. They did paint the bottoms of the feet, so that's pretty nice. Overall, the paint job on this guy is pretty clean, though of course it's a little bit basic. I think what is there is done well enough. So yeah, it's a fine figure. It's nothing particularly impressive, but it'll definitely get the job done. So if you're in to this line already, I think you're going to be happy with it. And if you're not, then I think, I don't know, it's probably a good enough entry point if you like this particular look or this particular version of Mega Man. I'd say go ahead and grab it. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.